Breaking news right now, a former camp counselor accused of sexually abusing minors for years. According to Lee County investigators, Crystal Hurd worked for the Sanibel Rec Center, and the Lee County Sheriff's Office says that is where she met at least one victim who she's accused of grooming. Wink News reporter Summer Senni shares what else she found out.
The victims are one boy and three girls who are all adults now. This report says that Hurd met all four victims while she was a camp counselor here at the Sanibel Rec Center for several years. The victims spent a lot of time with Hurd both here at the center and outside of the center. Two of those victims actually ended up moving in with Hurd and her husband and living with them for several years. Now, I do want to warn you that the details of this report are incredibly disturbing, but go ahead and take a look at your screen because this is the mugshot of Crystal Hurd. The 19-page report says that Hurd specifically focused on these four victims because their parents weren't highly involved in their lives. Hurd influenced the victims on how they dressed and brought them to different locations around town where the sexual abuse happened between 2008 to 2014. The majority of the arrest report focuses on the male victim who first met Hurd when he was in 5th grade. According to the report, the first incident of sexual abuse occurred when victim 1, that's the male victim, was 12 years old and continued until he was 19 years old. The report then says when victim 1 was 12 and 13 years old, he would spend school breaks with Hurd where they would frequent multiple hotels, some of which were in Lee County. That's where she would rape the boy. Victim 1 was told by Hurd that they would be together once he was 18 years old and they would get married. This investigation actually started when that male victim reached out to Hurd's mother-in-law and told her about the abuse. The mother-in-law then contacted law enforcement. Hurd is currently being charged with familial or custodial sexual battery, which is a felony charge. Now, there are a lot of details again in this report that are incredibly disturbing, really too disturbing to share with you.
And we asked the Sheriff's Office why it took so long for an arrest to happen. They told us they first became aware of this in 2020, and their Special Victims Unit began investigating immediately. They worked with multiple partners to gather and analyze a multitude of evidence related to this case to secure successful prosecution.